For this video I'm going to show you how to set up the access levels. Like I've said in previous videos, the access levels control what we can and cannot do inside the point of sales. Now, here we have a very long list of all the operations that any user can perform inside the point of sale, and as you can see, by default all of these options are set up to the highest access level, which is number 5. This high level should be given only to the most trustworthy employees of the establishment, or maybe the support technician. Now, the way we set this up is we search or we review all of these options that we have listed here, and we select the access levels that we're going to give to each one of them according to the level of access that we have given to the different employees we have in the establishment, according of course to their positions. Now, for a little example, let's see, we have this option, the cash register opening. This should be an option that every cashier should be able to do. However, it's set up to the highest level, which is number 5. Now, the most common thing is that cashiers have the lowest level, so we can set it up for 1, and the minimum level required to perform this operation will be the lowest level of them all. We can continue to do this with very different options according to the best practices for setting this up. For example, creating or modifying products from the point of sale, it shouldn't be a thing for a cashier. It maybe should be a thing for someone in another position. So let's say this could be level 3, and the credit sales should be something that is authorized by a manager or a cashier supervisor, so it should be set up to level 4 or maybe level 3 also. Exiting the system should be only for the manager to do, so let's say for example that's level 4. Also the budgets and the prices modifications should be only for the level 5, because this is a very delicate thing to modify a price from a product, so maybe 5 or 4. And another thing I want to clarify while I'm showing you this is that if a person, let's say a cashier, wants or maybe needs to, for example, register a cash outflow, and this is set up for the manager to do only, when the cashier intends to do this in the point of sale, the system will prompt them for an authorization, and this authorization should be given by a person with a level access of 4. So this person would have to come to the workstation and enter their access code, the same access code they use to enter the back office and the point of sale is the same number they're going to use for giving this authorization to, say, a cashier or someone like that. So once we finish setting up all of these according to our needs and maybe the employees that we have, we can save them up. This is going to be loaded up in the database, and when these sort of authorizations are given, we have a way to look at who authorized who to perform an operation, and this can be viewed in the authorizations auditing. once we click here, like right now I have no data because I haven't performed any authorizations yet in the point of sale, but this will be where that information is going to be shown. The information is going to contain the date in which that operation was authorized, also the time, and the option that was performed with that authorization. This is the employee who performed this set option, and also is going to show the person who authorized it. So for example, if Mary is a cashier and she tried to cancel an invoice or delete an invoice, make it null and void, she may have to ask permission to do so from her boss, which let's say is Peter. So Peter would be shown in this field right over here, authorizing Mary to cancel the invoice in any given time and date. All this information can also be filtered in case you want to print out a report of some sort. So you can order the information either by date or by the option that was performed, maybe the employee or the person that authorized it. We can also filter, if we choose to filter by date, we can enter the specific date that we need. If we choose an option, we can select a specific option if we want to apply that filter. So you can use these options as a way to order the information or as a way to filter the information. If you want any specifics, you can set up the employees you want to see in this authorizations audit to see if they did something or maybe not. And you can also check out the detail for that authorization over here. It's going to be a small message that is going to be shown to you with the same information that is here and maybe a little bit more. You can also clear all the information that is shown here, so if you can start fresh, maybe with new employees or in a new year, you can erase all the information and start logging every single authorization here once again. So this is it for the authorizations and the access levels. There's also documentation about this in our website. You can also call tech support if you have any sort of doubts. This is a tricky bit of setting up to do in this system. So it's rather simple, but you have to be very careful while doing it.